Okay, final semester reflection. I'll just go down the questions and answer them the best I can. Um, so was it what I expected? Well, as I said in the first video, between these two, summer A and summer B semesters, is I didn't actually really know what I was getting myself into, and that I really only selected the class to get Professor Winter. I didn't really, the fact that I was in art class kind of went over my head for the most part, so I can't really say that I had much expectations to begin with. But that slowly evolved throughout the semester, and it kind of grew on me in certain things, and I kind of found my rhythm within it. Um, but yeah, not much has changed since last semester, I should say, just because they're both so similar. For the most part, the majority of the ideas and feelings that I had developed did so during the first semester, and this was sort of supplementary to that. A few things did change, though, which I'll get into in a second. How has your interest in taking more interdisciplinary classes sort of changed? Well, I've always enjoyed taking interdisciplinary classes. Part of the reason I'm in honors college is because they kind of make you do that, and doesn't really encroach onto your own curriculum as bad as might another school. But definitely one of those few things that I learned this semester, more so than in the last, was how closely art ties into politics and just like a broader, grander scheme of things that I didn't really associate with art as normally. We saw that with Ai Weiwei, that the Chinese artist and activist. That was probably one of the most impactful things that I learned this semester was the material involving him. It was definitely what I read and researched the closest of all the material. So what was most challenging this semester? I'm probably going to say that because art isn't, again, my area. I do other things throughout the day, and I think the most challenging thing is switching into like art mode. It takes kind of, it's not something that I can easily change into when I have to sit down and dedicate, like, I don't know, like Sunday to do the work for this class. It's not something, it doesn't come as easily to me to think in a way that's conducive for understanding and considering art and its expressions and its implications. So I'd probably say that. But as I said earlier, Ai Weiwei brought me probably like the most satisfaction in just learning what art means in a more realistic setting. Just a few things. So yeah, my biggest takeaway was really understanding how impactful art is on that grander scheme of things. Just understanding how important art is in developing social causes, and its way in how it sort of transpired and led to how like social justice, like we saw that throughout history, just especially with African Americans. That was what I did my curative project on, so that's still fresh in my head, is just the role that art plays in giving voice to groups that would otherwise be silenced by authorities or their situations, and that was important. You also saw that with Ai Weiwei. The Chinese government was effectively trying to silence him, and that sort of gave indication as to just how powerful art is as a unifier, which is, again, something that I hadn't really previously considered to be as fundamental or as effective as it actually is in real life. Thanks.